Just 100 miles from the Australian mainland, a new country is emerging. After almost 150 years of colonial control, Papua New Guinea is going it alone from the end of this year. The world first heard of Papua New Guinea back in the 16th century, but it was to be 400 years before any real penetration was made of the country. Australia's first close association came in 1906 when Britain handed over British New Guinea to be renamed Papua. Another huge slab of this rugged land came under Australian control when Australian troops occupied German New Guinea in 1914. The years between the Great Wars were to see the first real efforts made to discover more about the country and its people. The two big river systems, Fly and Sepik, were home to big concentrations of people. But the explorers, the missionaries, the prospectors pushed into the rugged interior, and sometimes the going wasn't easy. Getting to know the country in the 30s usually meant a foot-slogging expedition through mountains and jungle. Even now, that's still partly necessary, but the thrill of making a new discovery almost every day isn't there anymore. In the 1930s, they didn't laugh at jokes about the menu for the evening meal. World War II brought progress in the two administrations to a full stop. In 1942, the Japanese invasion turned Papua New Guinea into a battleground. At war's end, and threads of progress were picked up again. There was much to be done, much to be learned, and many of the younger ones were eager to know about the world outside and its skills and sciences. 1949 was a milestone year, with formation of the combined territory of Papua and New Guinea, and provision for common legislative and administrative systems. For a time, it seemed the new territory would grow rich on gold, dredged from the rivers. But eventually the supply ran out and the dredges rusted away. Primary industries like timber and copra, and then coffee, helped the struggling economy, while prospectors continued a search for minerals. Then in the 60s, the exciting news of the discovery of a big ore body at Bougainville, rich in copper and also containing gold and silver. To get it out, they'd need new roads, new towns, and a massive capital expenditure of more than $350 million. But it's all proving worthwhile. Eventually, as many as 4,000 local people will work here, helping produce for their new country more than $100 million a year in exports. Port Moresby, population around 60,000, and sitting on the Papuan coast above the Coral Sea, is the seat of government. The people of the territory are already familiar with voting procedures, though in electing members of their first House of Assembly, some weren't quite sure what it was all about. With less than a year to go, there's still much to be done in smoothing the path to full internal self-government. The existing national legislature has progressed in uniting the country's 2.5 million people. Now, Papua New Guinea is poised for a leap ahead to join the World Partnership of Independent Countries. Just what this will mean to its people, only time will tell.